Hello, this is actually Tom from Weapon Armor. We're going to go ahead and install GoPro 3 armor on our GoPro Hero 3. So basically you get the sheet, looks like this. You got your GoPro. It's fairly easy. Just go ahead and peel off the stickers. It's an adhesive. You're going to want to line it up, and I say, you want to definitely use a little bit of caution when doing this, because you want to get it on there straight, and you don't want to have it any kind of, if you mess up, it's easy to peel off and put back on, but just kind of going to line it up here with the bolt holes and make sure that it's all nice and lined up perfectly. If you mess up, the good part about this stuff is that you can just kind of pull it back off and put it back on. But there, I put on the lens cover already there, and just kind of press it down. You don't need to go crazy with it or anything like that. Sometimes we do use a little bit of heat, and I'll show you maybe that if we need to. But I'm just going to go ahead and line it up here and just put it on. It's really easy to install. All you got to do is, they're pre-cut stickers, so there's no cutting involved or anything like that. Sometimes you do need to stretch it a little bit. Make sure it fits your GoPro the exact way you want it. You can just stretch it. It's almost like rubbery. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this up here, and I'm going to use a little bit of heat on this one. Just heat it up a little bit. And you can use a hair dryer if you want, and you can see that just stretches the fabric out and puts it on there. Makes it go a little bit easier for the install. So if you have a heat gun, you can use it, but I definitely don't recommend using it on the high setting. Just use it on low. You don't need a lot of heat. Like I said, a hair dryer would work perfectly. So this actually goes on the top on the hinge. And you want to take your time because you want it to be right. So just going to put that on there. I always open up the hinge after I do that piece and just kind of let it like that, because it makes it a little bit easier when installing the body. So when installing the body, one of the things I do is just kind of peel back each of the flaps, because it makes it a little easier to come off. That way you don't rip it. So just kind of peel back each one of these. And if it sticks to itself, you can just grab it with your fingernail and undo it. And that happened a little bit there, but that's no big deal. And then it'll just come off in one solid sheet. Now, one of the things you want to do is, when you're putting on the body, you want to line it up with the actual record button there, or the power on button, and the window in the GoPro. So what I'm going to do is set this down, and then I'm going to line that side up right through there, and just apply a little bit of pressure to make sure it's lined up. And then what I'll do is line up the top of the window and just kind of take my time and go around the window. The display is what I'm referring to the window as. So around this piece here, the display. And you get it all tucked in there. And like I said, if you get a little bit of a wrinkle or a mess up on it, no big deal. Just pull back on it, peel it back off, and then just put it back on. It's perfectly fine to do that. So just go right around there, and then we're going to just wrap it around the GoPro as we go. We're going to get a little bit of and it's made to be tight, so you want to stretch it a little bit. I wouldn't go crazy on stretching it, but it's made to form fit. So just go right around there, and then just go ahead and press it in on the seams. Now you will have a little bit of gap in the seams sometimes. If you want to get real particular, you can use heat to put it on, and you can stretch it right around there. It will stretch around there, so you don't have any seam showing, but it doesn't really much matter to me that there's a little bit of a seam on the corner, so I just leave it. And just go around there. You shouldn't need to cut it at all. One of the things I do sometimes use a little heat on is, you can see this piece here needs to go over to the right a little bit, so I'll just heat it up a little bit. And you can see the material just kind of falls in place when you do that. And it's meant to be that way. And then stretch it around here so that you get a nice even fit going up the side. and it stretches right around there. And then just go in the top here and put it right over the top. Should line up nice and neat. Top corners line up, and then just go ahead and press it on everywhere around the buttons. One of the things that you do, just make sure you don't get any major wrinkles in it, and I didn't, so looks good. Now we'll just go ahead and throw the back door on. It comes with two back doors, so you got the open one and then the waterproof one. And I have the waterproof door on here, so I'll just throw that on, and you can move the camo around however you want it to look on the door. Make the green going up, and just kind of line that up and just press it down. Get it good around the edges. Stuff won't peel off. It's completely waterproof. And there you go. So you could take this GoPro underwater just like you did before, but now it's camo for hunting in the rain. You don't have to worry about it. It's not shiny on top of your head or on your bow or gun or whatever. And you can purchase these from our website, weaponarmor.com. It's www.weaponarmor.com. Thank you.